Hello friends, I am Mahita. Welcome back to my channel Mahita's Smart Education. Today in this video, we are going to learn about fourth chapter in NCERT ninth class political science textbook, that is electoral politics. Let's start our video. First of all, let us discuss about election. Election is the process through which people choose their representative at regular interval of time and change them if they wish so. And this mechanism is known as election. Let's discuss about electoral constituency. For Lok Sabha elections, the country is divided into different number of constituencies. Like for example in India, we are having 543 constituencies and each constituency represent one member and he is called as member of parliament. And each state is also divided into number of constituencies and each constituency represent one member and he is called as member of legislative assembly, MLA. Let's discuss about the educational qualification for a candidate. The qualification for MLA or MP must be the ability to understand people concerns, problems. Whether they can do so or not is examined by lakhs of voters, right? Because lakhs of voters are voting them, so there is no need for any educational background for them. So there is no educational qualification needed to become a MLA or MP. Let's discuss about the reserved constituencies. Reserved constituencies are mainly for the weaker section like SC or ST. SC means scheduled caste and ST means scheduled tribes. And it is also 1/3 of the seats are reserved for women in rural and urban areas. Let's discuss about what makes an election democratic. What makes an election democratic means everyone should have one vote and every vote has equal value. Unlike Sri Lanka or another countries, we are having in India, every people have equal value for their vote. And parties and candidates are free to participate. And choice should be offered at regular interval of time. And candidates preferred by the people should elected. And elections should be conducted in a free and fair manner. Let's discuss about Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution, Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha Assembly election held regularly after every 5 years, and sometimes elections only for one constituency to fill the vacancy caused by the death or resignation of member, and this is known as by-election. Sometimes by-elections also took place if the candidate is died or resigned. And Lok Sabha members are elected every 5 years, whereas in Rajya Sabha the members are permanent, and but the 1/3 of its members are retired every 2 years. So for filling the new candidate, filling the seats, they have new what elections took place, and the Lok Sabha members are there. No, the legislative members elect the Rajya Sabha members. If you want to know the difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then do watch my video on Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. I will give the link in the description box. Okay, let's discuss about EPIC. EPIC means Election Photo Identity Card, and which has been introduced by the government to try to give this card to everyone so that no one can vote for someone else. Right? Everyone has their own identity with this epic card. Now let us see the features of election, like the procedure, etc. First, see what is voters list. Voters list means the list of those who are eligible and were prepared before the election, and no one should be denied. And all citizens are aged above 18 years and above can vote in an early election. And person with unsound mind can be denied the right to vote, but only in rare situations. An election campaign. During the election time, candidates contact their rulers through TV, radio, and council. Example of this election campaign is Garib Hatao by Indira Gandhi in 1971 and Protect the Self-Respect of Telugus by N.T. Ramarao in 1983. And in election process, nomination of candidates. Nomination of candidates means in Lok Sabha, the candidate minimum age must be 25 years, whereas in Rajya Sabha, the candidate's minimum age is 30 years. And the political parties nominate their candidate who got their party symbol and support. And party nomination is called party ticket. And every person who wishes to participate in elections has to fill the nomination form and give some security deposit, and they have to pay some money. And every candidate has to submit their serious pending cases against them and details of their assets and educational qualification of the candidate. And let's see the procedure to vote for our representative. Once the voter goes inside the election campaign, the election officials identify her and put a mark on her finger. An agent of each candidate is allowed to sit inside the polling booth. Nowadays, EVMs are used. EVMs means electronic voting machines. Let's see. According to our election law, no party can bribe or threaten voter and appeal to them in name of caste, use government resources in the name of campaign, and use any place of worship for election. And ministers shall not lay any foundation stone to projects and not do rigging. And these are prohibited during the election. Okay, let's see who is Chief Election Commissioner. He was appointed by the President, and EC, Election Commissioner, takes control the every aspect of the election, and he implements the code of conduct and punish anyone who violates it. And EC can order the government during the election time. So this is all about the electoral politics. If you like this video, do like, share and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos like this. Thank you. Thanks for watching.